Yo, so now that I kind of got better defined idea of what this channel is going to be about, I want to make this video, just talking about that young man or young woman who hasn't really figured out their purpose in life, what drives them. Really just trying to figure things out in a world where they're getting so many different ideas and opinions and advices from so many different people, between their schools, their parents, their loved ones and friends. It can be real confusing, man. I had a troubled high school experience, man. I had a 1.7 GPA all the way to my senior year, and felt like I was drowning and not really knowing what I was gonna do. I ended up getting a basketball scholarship because of I lucked out because of talent, man. And last resort, my coach got me a scholarship if I was able to raise my GPA and pass my FCAT and get some decent SAT scores and stuff. But I went to school not really motivated. I just wanted to play basketball, and I wanted to be good at that because I loved it and I was passionate about it, and it came easy to me, So it's kind of just what I was gonna do by default. You know what I mean? I'm in my 30s now. I found a career, 11 years ago, a trade. I didn't really know, what I was gonna do with it. A lot of people thought I was making a mistake. They didn't really, it's barbering. They didn't really respect it, and they thought I was failing. I can tell you today, 11 years later, with not very much guidance, I'm in the 1% income earners. I have a high net worth now, and I did it by serving people, by helping people, by not just becoming more valuable to the marketplace and to the world, but teaching others how to become more valuable, and being selfless and trying to help as many people as I possibly can, man. That was the key. It doesn't matter what it is that you bring to the world as far as value. I think naturally we just gravitate towards the things that come natural to us, that we're just gifted at, or that people find us talented in. And I'm sure you as a young man, a young woman, you hear it all the time. It's important to develop a skill set. But ultimately, this is the truth, because nobody can tell the future. Nobody can predict the future. And a lot of people who have opinions about what you're doing in your life, a lot of them aren't going to be in your life, but for a temporary amount of time. And so the only thing that really matters, man, is I believe that you have high morals, you move with high virtue, that you move with integrity, and that you make the most of your present. That you make the most of your present. And that's always going to guide you and steer you in the right direction. I can guarantee you, anyone who's an adult, anyone who's older, who's got an opinion on your life, I can guarantee you that what they're doing today wasn't necessarily planned. It's your why, your purpose, it's always evolving. You might go to college to go get a degree in something and never even touch the profession that degree is in. I'm sure you guys see it all the time. People who never use their degree, but they go to college, and it's because you can't control the things you can't control. You can only control the things you can. And those are the choices that you make now, right? So you just got to make the most of your present, and I'm telling you, you'll get the best results in your future. And ultimately, that's moving within your purpose. It's just making the most of your present, man. So your present might be you're in school right now. Make the most of it. Make the most of it, because that's going to dictate your future. That's going to dictate your happiness and how you evolve as an adult. Get the best possible grades you can. If you're an athlete, work hard, train hard. You'll get the best results, and ultimately that's what will drive you and make you happy and make you feel like you're succeeding. It'll open doors for you didn't know were even available to you. And because we can't tell the future, making the most of your present will almost always make the most of your future. Now, you can't determine how long it's going to take for you to reach a certain level of success. The only thing that you can determine is how disciplined, how dedicated, how passionate, how much you do now, guys. So hopefully that helped out one of you you young bulls, you young adults. I can tell you, I wish I would have gotten this advice, you know, early on in when I was trying to figure things out, what I was gonna do with my life. I mean, I got a 11-year-old and an 8-year-old, and you know, this is the advice I would give my kids. The world is always evolving. You know, things that were true 20 years ago, 30 years ago aren't true today. You know, Pluto is not a planet anymore. All that stuff is kind of out of your hands. Just be true to who you are today. All right, y'all. See you in the next video.